Okay, so today we are going to see two types of Google advertisements. And in the last class, we had seen about how to create a Google search advertisement, and we had seen practically like how we had created a campaign, and we had seen how we had created a Google ad group, and how we had added the keywords which are related to the category from our website, which has been pulled by Google Keyword Planner, and from which we had picked up and we had created the Google Ads. So in the Google Ads, we had created multiple headlines for creating a single advertisement, and we had created two descriptions which will be which will be joined together and will be shown to the advertisement. And along with it, we had made the corrections in the website URL, and then we had went for the publish option. Okay, all right, then after what we had seen how we can go to the campaign, and how we can able to view the keywords, and how we can able to view the ads inside a ad group. So these are the things that we had seen in the last class, and today we are going to create the same campaign for the Google, but the difference is instead of search ad we are going to display, I think it is not I think instead of search ad we are going to create a display ad. Okay, so after this, we are going to see how to create a YouTube ad. Okay, all right. So right now I'm going to show you how to create a display ad and what are the types of display ads that are available. And the example for the display ad is, this is what the example of a display ad. So there will be a placement which will be available on most of the websites which had got the tie up with Google through the Google AdSense. Okay, so let me to type that as well. Similarly, how we have the Google Ads, we also have a platform called Google AdSense. So this Google AdSense is specifically for the website holders. If we have a website, we can use this Google AdSense to show the advertisements which are running from the Google advertisement in our own website. Okay, so it is something like we will be providing a space in our website, and in that particular space Google can able to run the advertisement, and whichever the advertisement that Google feels the audience could be converted, those advertisements can be run in the websites that we are going to have. Okay, so there are a lot of websites which has been subscribed for Google AdSense, and millions of websites are there, and the advertisements which are running in these websites are from the Google ads are from the Google ads. So that means what, when I'm running a display advertisement, the display advertisement will be running in most of the websites which has been subscribed with the Google AdSense. Okay, and in order to note whether this particular advertisement is from Google or something else, we can have the option here, what we call the info option. In this particular advertisement, if I click this info option, I can able to see ads by Google. Okay, so this will ensure us that this particular ad has been running by Google. Okay, all right. So now we are going to do the same thing. We are going to create a display advertisement, and this particular display advertisement is not going to run anywhere in the anywhere in the search platform, but these advertisements will be running in multiple sites which are the partner sites of Google. Okay, all right, that's great. Now let us go into the chapter, and right now I'm exploring the Google Ads platform. In this Google Ads, I'm moving into the campaigns, and in the campaigns I'm going to create a new campaign. I don't know why it is showing ads. It is supposed to show the campaigns. Yes, now it is showing the campaign. Okay, now I'm going to click this campaign, new campaign option, and then I'm going to choose new campaign. Okay, so now in this new campaign, the goal settings is same. We can able to create the display advertisement for a website traffic. So here you can able to notice the campaign type. Similarly, for the leads, we can create a display advertisement. For sales, we can able to create a display advertisement. And for product and brand consideration, we can run a display advertisement. So in this product and brand consideration, we can't able to run a search advertisement. Okay, and then what we have is the brand awareness. So for brand awareness goal, we can able to run a display advertisement, and app promotion we can't able to run a display advertisement. Okay, so among the five, four goals we can able to run the display advertisement. Okay, all right, fine. So right now I'm going to choose the option which is website traffic. So now after choosing the website traffic, I'm going to choose the option display campaign. After choosing the display campaign, I have three options, that is standard display campaign and smart display campaign, and one more thing is Gmail campaign. Okay, so the Gmail campaign are some of the advertisements which are going to be running in the email, Gmail emails which are are shown in the Gmail platform. So where there will be an option called display, which will be available at the top of the Gmail account. And if I want to run specifically the advertisement into the Gmail, I can able to choose this Gmail campaign. Okay, and right now for the understanding purpose and to choose the best option, and we are going for the standard display campaign option, and then we are going to move on to the next option. So next, what we have is the website that we are going to target to. So right now, I'm going to create a website here, and what could be that website? Okay, since it is my account, let me to create a display advertisement for my account. So I'm going to create for the display, create for the website. I'm sorry, digital dot online. Now I'm going for the continue option. And after choosing the continue option, the campaign name I'm going to change it to my display campaign. Cool. And now the country which I'm going to choose for this display campaign, and let that to be all countries and territories. So that means I'm going to run some a global campaign. Okay. Okay. And now you know I'm going to choose the language, and language is by default English. That is fine for me. And when it comes to bidding, the option which has been chosen is conversions, and it is fine for me. But instead, let me to go for the viewable impressions. Okay. Okay. What is the campaign goal that I had chosen? Okay, website traffic. Okay. All right. So then let me to go for the conversion itself, so that it will be much better for a website traffic. And how do you want to get conversions automatically, maximize conversion? So this is better, we don't require to do any optimization process. By default, whenever someone makes a clicks, accordingly the campaign will be optimized. Okay. And right now I'm going to set a target cost per action, and let the target cost per action to be 2 rupees in Indian value. And this can be paid. Okay, the typical target cost per acquisition for a display campaign is 347. I might had been created a conversion already for my website. So let me to check out for some other option. Let me to go for the viewable option. Okay. And you have chosen to focus on impressions using the viewable CPM bit. Perfect, not a problem. So and now I'm going for the budget. So the average budget that I'm going to spend for per day, it is going to be 200 INR. After choosing the budget, I'm right now at the ad group segment. So in the ad group, I'm going to change the name to my ad group. Perfect. And based on my website, by default I will be getting the audience segment ideas. I'm going to choose something related to the business that into comes into my space. Social media enthusiast and web designing and development, sales and marketing jobs are not required, so business technology and business services. Perfect. So this is good enough for me. And after giving the done option, I'm going for the next option. So demographics, usually it belongs to the US audience. So when we are running a campaign, For US, we can use this option for the people who are, for the household whose household income is about top 10 percentage or above 21 to 30 percentage. We can pick whichever is required, and we can leave the rest. And this we can able to run only for a selected countries, and usually in US we can able to run this demographics. Okay, all right, done. Now, the next thing is, there is an option called target expansion, and by default, we can go with the target expansion option, because it will help us to reach more audience than whom we are practically targeting. Okay, and it is a action which is going to take based on the clicks and based on the response that has been received for the advertisement, and Google will decide who could be the possible and the next targeted audience. Okay, all right. And now, what do we have here is the enter your viewable CPM bid for this ad group. Suppose, for an example, CPM in the sense cost per mile. Mile means 1,000 impressions. So for 1,000 impressions, what is the value that I'm ready to pay for Google? So this is what this is what we call it as CPM bid. Okay. So for a CPM for 1,000 impressions, I'm right now ready to pay a value of 150. Okay, I'm just giving okay, even 150 might be high. 100 is for Facebook, and I can go for 70. Yes, 70 rupees for 1,000 impressions. Okay, so this is what the value that I had given for the CPM bid. Okay, done. And possibly I can able to get the possible results as well in the right hand side column. So here it had mentioned as your estimated performance based on your targeting settings. So right now, with the settings whichever I had configured, I can able to get around 43,000 to 1,20,000 impressions, and from which the average cost per viewable CPM will be between 14 to 51 rupees. Okay, right now I had given a cost of 70 rupees, but it will be lying between 14 to 51 rupees. Anyway, it's a profit for me. Well and good. So this much of impressions, it is good enough for me at the initial run. Okay. Now, what do we have? This is the platform. This is the place where we can able to create a display advertisement for the website, and how we are going to create it. So right now, we are into a responsive display advertisement creation platform. Okay, so let me to check if we can able to change it to a normal platform. Okay, so reach more audience. Responsive display ads can increase your reach and save time spent creating different versions of your ads. Perfect. So that's what my suggestion as well. So right now, let us go for a responsive display advertisement. So let me to tell you what is this responsive display advertisement. So responsive display ads in the sense, we will be providing an image, and we will be providing a logo, and we will be providing a headline, and then we will be providing a description. So once we had provided all those details, Google will change the layout based on which device that advertisement has been shown, and from which the screen size the advertisement has been shown, and the same data which has been shown here as an ad example. Hope you can able to understand from this. Based on the layout, the image will be there, the headline will be there, the description will be there, whatever that we had given, but it will be changing based on the layout and device that the audience are going to reach us. Okay, all right. And now, so let us right now start creating the advertisement. So I'm going to add a logo now. So images and the logos. So here I'm going to add the image and logo, and by default it has an option to scan the website and can able to show you some of the relevant images which we can able to pick it, and we can use it in our ad platform. And here I do not want to choose anything, so let me to go for the upload option. Else I can use the recently used option, which I might had added the logo already. Else you can able to add the logo from using the help of choose files to upload. Okay, and now I'm going to choose one of the logo, and let me to choose this logo part. Okay, it looks fine. And this this has been used as image, and right now I would like to use this as logo. So let me to click this logo option, and logo I can able to add for two dimensions. One is for 1:1 ratio, and the other one is for 4:1 ratio. Okay, so that means we will be providing two size logos, and we will be providing two size images, and we will be providing multiple headlines and multiple description. And based on the layout, the the possible logo which will look good at a specific the dimensions will be utilized, and the possible image which can able to be shown at the specific dimensions can be used at various places whichever the Google feels that this dimension is appropriate. And right now I had chosen the square image, and for this,
How do we,
yes.
sorry, how do we do this one by one and four by one ourselves?
Okay, so right now, if you want to add a logo for this 4 is to 1, so we have to click this 4 is to 1, and we will be having the option for selecting which part of the logo that we want to show. Okay, and instead of this, what we can able to do is we can skip this part, and we can add, after that we can separately add a longer version. So right now I had added for the logo, and this is a logo which is having one ratio, and right now I'm going for the other image size. So let me to go for this image. Now I had chosen this image, and then I have the same options, like 1 is to 1 ratio, and then select 4 is to 1 ratio. The image doesn't meet the minimum requirement, so I have to go and select another image. And right now let me to choose this one just for an example. Which can I use? Okay, let me to click this. Or else possibly. Okay, so just for example, let me to choose the square image, and logo part, and whether I can able to choose perfect. So I can able to choose the select 4 is to 1 ratio. So usually the best method is we have to upload an image with the size specifically for the 4 is to 1 ratio. Okay, that we can able to get the size from Google, and based on that we can create a specific logo for that particular dimension. Okay, so right now I had chosen two images. One is this one, and the other one is this one. And I'm going for the save option now. I had chosen the image asset. Okay, image we can able to add, that we will add now. Okay, so for the dimensions that if you want to create a logo and image, we can get it from Google. So it is all about ratio. So ratio we can have 1 is to 1. So 1 is to 1 in the sense we can upload a logo with the size of 1080 or 150 anything. Okay, so here they had suggested for 128 into 128 for the logo, 1 is to 1 ratio, and then we have landscape which is 4 is to 1 ratio. For that, which we can able to use 512 into 128 or anything which is higher, but the proportion we have to maintain 4 is to 1. Okay, all right. And right now I had chosen two things: the logo of square size and the logo for the landscape image. And right now I'm yet to choose the background image, so that is what the error it has been shown here. So to choose the background image, I'm going to choose this particular image specifically for if it gives the option for me. So 1.91 is to 1 selected, perfect. So it is having the same dimensions, and I'm going for the select ratio. And then the next one is I'm going to choose for the square image. So this one is perfect for the square image, 1 is to 1 selected, and then I'm going for the select one ratio option. Okay, now I can go for the save option. So once I had given the save, so all the four images has been chosen. So two background images and the two logos, one logo in the square and one logo in the landscape, and image, one image in the landscape and one image in the square size. And now right now I'm going for the heading segment. I'm going to write the headings as digital marketing services as one of the heading, another one is online marketing as another heading, and the third one is I'm going to write it as internet marketing is the third headline. And hopefully this is good enough for me right now. I can choose up to five, but right now I had chosen three headlines. So similarly, like the headlines which we had created for the short ones, we have to create a long headline as well. Okay. So what do we create as a long headline? We can able to create something like best digital marketing services, and I think this is good enough for me. Services for okay. So this is the one long tail long headline that I had created. And description, right now I'm going to create something. I can able to write something like we are experienced digital marketing service providers, and we are a team of trained words can be added. So I think I can end with we are a team. Uh, I can able to use still we are a team. That is good enough for the demo purpose. And next, the description too that I can able to add. What we can add the services SEO, CM, Google Ads, and we have something like FB ads. This is good enough right now. Yes, so this is good enough, and two descriptions are fine for me. And right now in the right hand side panel, you can able to notice how the advertisement will be shown in the mobile for different layouts. So right now, it can able to show the places of some of the websites in which the image has been loaded with the image, logo, title, and description. And this is the another format. So where the logo and the text and the description and with the call to action button has been provided. When someone clicks this call to action button, it will take to the website that we had provided, that we had mentioned. Okay. And then what else? So you know so it had shown all the most of the the dimensions which we are going to see. And there is one dimension which will be calling, we call it as in-app purchases. In the in-app purchases, we will be having a full screen preview. So this is the one I'm talking about. So when someone is using an app, and if it is a free app from Google Play Store, it can able to run the advertisement. So in between, if you are running an advertisement, it will be showing a full screen advertisement. Okay. So these are the details for the mobile app, and similarly we can also able to see for the desktop version. So for the desktop, so based on the location of the advertisement in a website, the image and logo, title, and descriptions will be changed. And we will be having a call to action button, which can be an arrow or might be something like an open. And when they click this particular advertisement, they will be taken to the website that we are running. Okay. All right. And now, so the next thing is I'm going to enter the business name. So right now I'm going to write it as DMC. Okay, that's all. So this business name will be uh, yes. So it has been shown here. The business name will be shown here. Okay, and that's all. And right now I'm going to click the create campaign option. Perfect. So that's all. So the display ads does not take us to a longer run. So simply we can able to create with one or two steps. And right now my display advertisement is ready, and it is ready for targeting and run the advertisement. Okay. All right. I'm going to the campaign now. And right now I'm going to the campaign, and my display campaign, I'm going to pass it. Okay. That's great. And now I'm going to create a YouTube advertisement. For that, the same procedure: new campaign, website traffic, and we have the video ads. After choosing the video, let us go for the continue option. So campaign name, video ads, and then billing strategy, maximize conversions is fine. Else, I think I can go for the maximum impressions. Okay, it is not available. Strategies aren't available in the campaign. Okay, not a problem. Okay, so daily I'm going to spend around 100 rupees, and the start date is today. End date is known, so that let the advertisement to run continuously. So what are the networks that are available? YouTube video channel and video partners on the display network. So that means the places where in the display network there's a possibility for running the video ads. In those places our video advertisement can be running. Okay, all right. Now the locations, all countries and languages. It had mentioned as all languages. Okay, it is fine. Else we can provide some languages like English, Hindi, or any languages that we wish to target. And after that, what do we have here? The inventory type. These are not required as of right now. These are for e-commerce, product listing. And then what do we have? We have the site link extension, and this will be helpful for us. We can use site link extensions, something like the lead generation. Site link extension with this video advertisement, which can be helpful for us, highly helpful for us. Okay, so this is only for the site link extensions, and let us see if there is any additional extensions options were available. Okay, I think so. Right now, it is asking us to choose only the side link extensions, and we will go for the side link extensions. And once it is ready, then we can go for the extension part, and we can add to the particular module. And right now, I had added, all the side links whichever that I had created, and I'm going for the next option now. So if we want to preview, let us see how the advertisement and the side link extensions will be shown. So this is how it will be. So the advertisement will be running. So whenever someone sees the drop down option, they can able to see a call to action, and whatever the links that we had provided, like the description and the title. So those details will be available here. And similarly, when we are going to create a lead generation form, that lead generation form will be available here. Okay, so that the customers can able to directly fill up the form, and they can go for the submit option. Okay, and then so right now, I'm into the ad group segment. So ad groups, I'm going to change the same. Okay, so demographics, it is the same settings what we had given for the display, and audience, it is also the same. And right now I'm going to use the audience segment to target some of the audience which I had previously chosen, like the business services, SEM, SEO, technology, email marketing. Okay, done. And in the content keywords, uh, so I can able to use some keywords. In the YouTube, people will be searching for keywords. Okay, so once they had searched for the keywords, and if some video advertisement were running, our advertisement can be running for those keywords. So for that reason, I'm going to add the keywords. Some suggestions. Okay, so I had added few of the keywords. Then I'm moving to the next chapter, and here I can able to see how much impressions I can able to reach weekly. So here I can able to reach 220 million impressions. So that is really a good number. So I can able to go for it. Okay. So the topics, it is almost similar, like how we had identify the category for our own business that we are going to run. It is going to be based on that. Let me to choose the online community now. In this, I have the category blogging and resource services, file sharing and hosting, and form and chat providers, online goodies. This is good enough. And placements, it is fine. This is not required right now. We can able to run for all the placements. Or for your information, we can choose whether we have to choose any particular YouTube channel that we can able to choose. So if I want to choose only, the YouTube channel, for an example, which is the YouTube channel that is available. So right now I had chosen one of my own channel itself. So if I choose this channel, so the advertisement will be running only in this particular channel. Okay. So this can help us to reach only if we found that the audience who are visiting this particular channel are our real potential audience. We can choose this option. Okay. All right. Then this is the place where we are going to create the YouTube video. I'm sorry, this is the place where we are going to create the advertisement. And one thing is, we can't able to upload a video. Okay, we have to upload a video to the YouTube channel. Then from there we have to run the advertisement here. Okay, so for that reason, you have to pre upload the video in YouTube. Else let me to go for some YouTube videos like. Okay, so I had copied the URL of this particular video. I mean, this is the advertisement. I'm saying about the video, the nature scenery video. So this is the video, and I had copied the URL. After copying this URL, I'm going for the create your video ad option, and I'm going to paste it here. Perfect. I think I had found something good. I can keep on running this music whenever I'm going to take the webinar. Okay, so I had added a YouTube video here as an advertisement, and we can see the preview here, like how the advertisement will be shown, and blah blah blah. What's the total length of the video, and etc. details. Okay, so I have the option for final URL. I'm going to provide it as digital marketing consultant.online. Perfect. Display advertisement. I can use the same. Digital marketing consultant is fine for me. Else I can use it something like training. Call to action button name. So what is the name that I'm going to provide? I'm going to use a submit option. Okay, so that it has been reflecting here. Submit button has been changed. And what is the headline that I'm going to have? I'm going to provide it as digital marketing characters marketing. So this is what the heading it has been showing here. Okay, done. Perfect. So that's all for creating a YouTube ad. So here I can able to add my ad name, and that's all. Now I'm going for the create campaign option. So that's all. So I had created a campaign. I'm going for the continue the campaign option. Okay, so I'm going for the all campaigns option, and here my video ads, I'm going to pass it. Okay, so that's all for about how to create a YouTube advertisement and how to create a display advertisement. And we do have time, so I'm going to give you some more details on about how to how the metrics will be shown, and what are the insights that we can able to get it from Google Ads platform. And before that, if you have any questions, You can ask me now, and then I can continue with the rest of the features. Okay, and so right now I'm going to take you through the Google Ads platform, and I'm going to show you what are all the details and data that we can able to get from Google while we are running the advertisement. Okay, so now in this platform, let me to slow down the audio. I think possibly it might be high for you. I think it might be louder while it is going to receive it to you, I believe. Okay, so right now I'm at the position of I'm into the Google Ads platform, and in this ads platform there are a lot of options here, and we can able to see the options, something like suppose if I had chosen the keywords, I can able to see for what are the keywords that my advertisement has been running. So those options I can able to see it here, like here bicycle bike and Coimbatore food and etc, online food delivery, what is the Google Ads and etc. So these are the keywords that I had created in the keyword Google Ads and the Google Ad group, and for which for these keywords the advertisement has been running. Okay, and if I'm running a display advertisement or video advertisement, so what are the keywords that I had chosen? So these are the keywords that I had chosen for the display or video advertisement keywords. Okay, so those keywords were here, and how much campaign impressions has been we received, and how much clicks that had happened, and what is the interaction rate. So those details we can able to obtain from this display video and display or video keywords video display and video keywords option.
Like yesterday I done that ad,
Uh-huh.
uh, but I was just checking today. There was hardly any click. So what could
Okay.
be wrong, or it takes some time to click
I mean,
for people to
not
come.
yes. Usually, it will not take almost a day time for running the advertisement, and I think I had to check your platform in which place it is taking time. It might be most possibly in the value that we might provided in the cost per click, or might be in the total budget that we might allocate it for Google. We can have a check in the platform.
Yeah, okay. Whenever you're free, I can do that.
Sure, sure, sure. We shall do that. Okay, and now these are the keywords that we had chosen for display and video keywords, and after that we have the option called negative keywords. So negative keywords are the keywords for which my advertisement has been running because of considering it into a broader spectrum, but which those are not the keywords that I'm targeting for. So I had mentioned all those keywords in a exact match category. Okay, so that whenever someone searches for this kind of keywords like 9 apps 000 download and a suitable name to sell social media package, so I had given a keyword called social media package. But when somebody had searched for a suitable name to sell social media package, the advertisement has been running. So that's why I had blocked the particular advertisement. I mean I had blocked the particular keyword, and then ads, Android, etc. So these are negative keywords which I had received while running the advertisement, and which I does not felt that relevant to my business. So those keywords I had added into this negative keyword option. And how we can able to add, we can use this plus option which is available in the negative keyword segment, and after clicking the negative keywords segment, we can just copy and paste all those keywords here, and we can go for the create option. We can go for the save option. So once we saved, and all the keywords will be immediately transferred to the negative keyword segment. And then what we have is the search term. So these are the search terms that people are searching for. So whichever the match type, for the match type which I had provided as broad match, the search term has reached, which is called grocery and gourmet foods. So I might had given a keyword something like something like departmental foods, something like that. As a broad match segment, I had got to see a search term which is grocery and gourmet foods. Okay, and then what do I have? So I have something like quicker bikes. I had given a keyword called bicycle, so something related to quicker bikes, because it's a broad match, it has been shown. Okay, and similarly for the rest of the things. So online food order Coimbatore, this is the keyword that I might had given, and exact match, so online food order, so this is what the exact match that I had tried. And the next thing is broad match, etc. This is a broad match, and catering service in Coimbatore is a broad match. Bike rent is an exact match. Hope you understood what I'm trying to say. For an example, this broad match catering services in Coimbatore, this might not be the keyword that I might had given. I might had given something like simply a catering service, or simply a food delivery service. But since I had chosen a broad match for that keyword, even this catering service in Coimbatore is relevant to the keyword. This particular keyword has been shown with the advertisement. Okay, so I have all the keywords for which my advertisement is being running in the Google search advertisement, Google search ads, Google search platform. And from this, I can able to find which are all the keywords that are not relevant to me. So here, Uber bike is something which it is not relevant to my business. So what I can able to do, I can check this box and go for this add as negative keyword. And once I click this particular add as a negative keyword, immediately this particular keyword will be added to the negative keyword segment. Okay, all right. So whatever the changes that I'm doing it here, those changes will be applicable for the campaign level, because I'm into the all campaigns option. Okay, so similarly I can also able to do the same thing inside a group level as well. So once I had created inside a group level, then those keywords and those negative keywords and those search terms are applicable only for those particular groups, and it will not be reflected to the campaign level. Okay, all right. And now, so what are the other options that we have? So we can able to see what are the websites that our advertisement has been running, so that we can able to check like uh, no, not in this one, placements, where ads has been shown. So inside the placement option, there's a option called where ads are showed. So in this where ads are showed option, I can able to get a list of websites where my advertisement has been shown for the display advertisement. So here Valentine's Day, us.com and dailyland.info and ripatech.com, and these are the websites for which my advertisement has been running. And from these websites, I can able to check out how many clicks I had received and what is the cost per click that I had spent. And based on that, we can optimize it. If we found that some website which is relevant and we found there are some good conversions, we can pick only those websites and we can able to run the advertisement, so that we can able to get a maximum amount of clicks for a lower cost, and we can able to get a better conversion. So these things we can able to
What,
do while we are going to do the
how do we,
optimization process. Yes,
so how
Samir.
do we link it?
How do we?
For example, there's a golf tournament going on,
Okay.
and there's a website for that.
Hmm.
So I just need to, put my ad
I
of my
mean,
golf equipment nearby.
yes. Actually,
How do I do it?
I understood. So actually, we can't able to add the particular website into the platform, but we can able to go for an exclusion option. So suppose if I am targeting this particular placement, then I can check the other things, and I can go for the edit option, and I can go for the exclude from campaign or exclude from ad group option. For the YouTube advertisement, we can check which YouTube channel that I want to run the advertisement. But for the display advertisement, we can't choose which site that I want to run the advertisement, but we can omit the sites which we do not want.
No, for example, sometimes the pages I am searching for, let's say, shoes,
Juice.
like
Okay.
all shoes, so, as in shoes, right?
Choose.
So, no, shoes, like, or maybe
Shoes.
something,
Okay.
footwear.
Okay.
So, then all of a sudden start seeing ads of,
Mhm.
Bata or Nike coming in. So, how does that happen? That's got some connection to this thing.
I'm sorry. Can you come again one more time, please?
For example, like I'm searching on Google,
Okay.
right? Suppose I'm searching for footwear.
Okay.
And all of a sudden I see on the right hand side
Hmm.
some photographs or some display ads of
Hmm.
Adidas or Nike
Yes.
shoe or something is coming.
Yes.
So it happens by its own, or the Google does some algorithm or something.
Okay. So actually, those are sponsored ads, which is a different segment of ads, which is not coming under display or video advertisement. That we will be creating while we are going to create the advertisement itself. The goal settings itself we will be selecting, and from where we will be connecting the products. We will be uploading the products into Google inventory. From there, the products will be taken and will be shown. Okay.
Okay.
So those are the sponsored ads that we can able to create through the product ad segment. I can show you now. Okay, so in this particular segment, we can able to let me to check search display shopping. So the shopping ads are the ads that you are seeing. In this shopping ad, we can able to show the products in the right hand side column along with the pricing, like Adidas and etc etc. That we can create with any goal, something like leads, sales, and also through the website traffic. Once I had chosen, I have to choose this shopping option. Then I'll be asking to link the Google inventory here. So I have to create a Google inventory here. Then I can able to upload the products there, and from there I can run the advertisement. But it's a little tricky. We have to do some additional task for that. You can explore, and if you found some difficulties, you can get back to me on this. So here you will need to link your merchant center account with your product data. Send the link request from merchant center. So we have to create a merchant center account. From there, we have to upload the data from that account data, right? So that account we have to link it with this campaign. Then we can create a shopping ad. Okay, all right. Fine then. So, and apart from these data, we can also able to check some of the details, like inside the location options we can able to check the user location report. This will help us to get the data about a particular user, from which particular city or from which particular pin code these audience are coming from. So here I can able to extract 411014 Maharashtra and etc. So this will give us a clean data about which is the closer location that the audience are coming and clicking my advertisement from. So those data I can able to extract from here. Okay, using the user location report, which is available in the locations. And there is the important part, and apart from this, we can able to get the devices options, like whether it is a mobile device, tablet, or something. So those device options we can able to obtain from here. And nothing more important apart from this chapter. Okay. So I think that's all for now into this Google Ads platform. And we had seen about how to create a display advertisement and a YouTube advertisement. And I do know that if you are about to create these advertisements, you'll be finding some hectics. Just have a note about that, and we will have a review one more time while you are going to create the advertisements in the coming session. Might be like some 15 minutes or something, and Samir can able to ping me whenever Samir requires, so we can have the discussion on
Uh,
Google Meet and we can solve the issues.
I just need some help from you.
Of course,
Uh,
Samir.
yeah, I have a friend.
Okay.
So he wants me to add an email to the Google Analytics account. So
Okay.
how do I do that?
I'm sorry. Can you come again?
There's a friend of mine.
I'm
I
sorry.
was just mentioning I do these digital marketing course and all that.
Okay.
So he said, okay, I he just wanted to see my website.
Okay.
He wants me to add his email account to the Google Analytics account.
Okay.
How do I do that?
Okay. So I understood. So the person wants to see the data in Google Analytics, right?
Yeah, I
So
have to add his email into my the
Google
Google
Analytics
Analytics.
account, and you don't want to give the admin access, right?
So I don't want to give him the admin. He just wants to see it, and
Yes. So that is possible.
get
Let me to show you
information on
now.
that.
Sure. Let me to show you now how to do that. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. Let me to show you the data. Okay, so this is the Google account, Google Analytics account, and here you'll be having the option called admin. So we have to go to the admin option, and in the admin option, I can able to use the account user management option to share the account details. And if I want to share only a particular view, I can go for the view option. I think you we can go for the view option, and here we can use the view user management option. Here we can able to add the particular person's email id. So here we can click this add option, and we can go for the add users. So by clicking this add users and giving the permission as read and analyze, they can able to only see, and they can't able to make any changes.
Okay, can you just do that again, please? Just a
Sure,
moment.
not a problem. Okay, so I was there. Okay, so yes, in this option I'm going for the admin option, which is available at the lower bottom, lower after clicking this admin option, there's an option called view. In this view, there is an option called view user management. I have to click this view user management. Then there is an option which is shown as with which has been shown with the plus sign. I have to click this plus sign, and I have to click add users. In add users, I have to provide the email id, and then I can provide the access, whether do I require to give the edit option, or only to read and analyze option, and etc, manage users option, whichever we require. We just require to check that particular permission, and we can go for the add option. So once we had given the add, they'll be getting an email that your email ID has been provided the access for viewing the website analytics, the website name, etc. So they can click and they
Okay,
can
fine.
log in and they can able to access it.
Fine. Thank you. That was done.
Okay, then that's
Thank you
great.
so
That's
much.
great. Sure.
So, thank you. Okay, thank you. See you then.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Loganathan sir, and thank you very much,
Yeah.
Samir. And it was a long day, and it was so exciting to been having the training session with you, and lot of good questions as well. And I'm even don't know how this 1 month has been completely over. I'm still surprised. I'm still having doubt whether I had missed any some session with you. I think I don't know. uh, anyway, so wish you a wish you a great success in your business,
Thank
and
you.
wishing you all the best. And Samir, I think you had requested for regarding the Facebook ads, something you have some error and that is required to be troubleshooted,
Yeah.
right?
So,
Okay.
you want to do it here tomorrow whenever you're free?
Yes, even tomorrow we can able to have, not a problem. I mean, today I have a meet by 11 o'clock, and it would take some 15
No, no
minutes.
problem. Tomorrow daytime I'll give you a call if you're free. Then just 10 minutes. I need your help in that.
Fine, Samir. Fine, of course. Then, and yes, you can ping me, and we can get connected in Google Meet.
I do that. That
Sh-
will solve.
Haha.
Two of my campaigns are running. I'm getting like 21,000 hits and something. But I
Okay,
want you to see that how is it functioning. That
okay,
the
okay.
reach and all types.
Fine, then fine. Of course, Samir. Then we will have a session on that, and we will discuss in further. And
Okay.
yes, so that's all. And we shall speak. We have a few more options as well. If you are interested, you can think about that. We have some skill development program, and we have some internship program. Or even if you have some projects, you can share it with me. We can do it together, and the
Sure.
opportunities are open. And we shall discuss on this later. And that's all for today. And thank you very much, Samir. And thank you very much,
Thank you.
Logunathan sir.
Thank you.
Have a great night. Bye.
Uh,